Okay, Coach. Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Watson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, able to avoid him. Caught left side, Hopkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up a big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Watson, this will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Colts nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. From the 44, Luck. He'll get this into the hands of Deon Cain. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Luck. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Luck. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football. Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class.
And he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And some room to work. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yeah, he's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
First down, Texans.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Antonio Brown, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Love. This for his running back, McCoy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Watson on 1st down. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find QT on the right side complete.
We got this.
A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable...
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Luck and the Colts come up now first and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, here's Luck. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deon Cain, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Here's Luck over the middle, and it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first and 10, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, throw left side, complete. That's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Watson, flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. Ebron caught left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's third down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Out of the gun, Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
23 yards the pickup there.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Watson. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 55. Right there. Mexico. Watch out.
On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing his lock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action for Miller. Now Watson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Watson, off play action. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, here's Watson sliding out of the pocket. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Whitney merciless. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
at their own 20-yard line.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Watson now to throw, setting up the screen for Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Watson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 44, Luck. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
What's that? My team! You ain't got nothing! You ain't got nothing!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is QT, complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch left, tight end.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Antonio Brown, 34 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in. And now a fumble. The ball's out. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A 57-yard attempt.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Texans.
We're set. We're 18. Ready? Single. Hey, I got number 80.
Back to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
One last throw here for Watson, eluding the pressure right. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Indianapolis, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Benz from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no